Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm the host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in National Park Girls, where this National Park girl has gotten everyone on the right path after being very, very lost.
We think.
We hope. By the time we had been through the whole ordeal, the night in all its blackness... I'm pretty sure I said whole ordeal,
No,
but it sounds, but the words blur together. Yeah, fuck this. I'm just restarting again. Hold on. I mean,
this isn't a dating game. No
I
matter
promise
how
you,
bad
it
you
should
want
be. It should be.
Oh,
By the time we had been through the whole ordeal, the night in all its blackness had crept up on us. Now the moon hangs high in the center of the sky, glowing and full, so bright it blots out the stars.
Oh,
A cold wind blows, rattling the leaves. If it were visible to the naked eye, I suspect it would look like a musical staff, the clefs and notes swirling through the branches. There's a darkness in the air tonight. So, all I can think of is I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Anyways, ominous thickness I can't place. As we get closer to the caves, the feeling only gets heavier. The butterflies and excitement I felt in my stomach when we left the library have slithered away, straight to my head, morphing into the throbbing anxiety.
Out in my pants.
No, it's thinking slithered away, but it was like, no, hold on. She's more anxious. There are only two options before me now. I will find the truth, or I will find none. The possible implications of both scare me. I slow my pace until I stop. Eve catches up, only to continue past. When she realizes I'm not moving, she pauses and glances back.
Something up? You had all the piss and vinegar in the world in you a few minutes ago.
I purse my lips, but talk anyway. Fear has never kept me quiet before.
Should we turn back?
She continues on, but I don't follow. Her shoulders heave down in a sigh. She turns around.
No, because you'd regret it. How are you so sure? Because I'd never let you hear the end of it.
I'd never let you hear this.
Even if the moon wasn't bright, I'd be able to see her expression clearly. Just one of the many small differences that makes me inhuman. But when I see her serious, deadpan face spotlighted by the moon, I know that... Is that italicized?
Yeah, why is it italicized?
I know that. That what?
What? I know that...
Oh, that is truth. That's when I see her serious, deadpan face spotlighted by the moonlight. I know that, maybe even more so than the information I'll receive tonight, is truth. This is so weird. Eve lies to herself, but I know she doesn't lie to me. So now I follow her. Deeper into the woods we go away from the Yosemite that I am and know. Why? Eve, just hold her hand and just drag her if needed. Night has never seemed so still before. Not a single animal's rustling about in the bushes. The bushes. No night birds in the trees. I know you can't say in trees, but like it just sounds wrong. Just the silent, dark, daring us to go further. I look at the map and let my dread do the guessing as to how far away we are. How many more steps will it take until the unknown becomes
you're
known?
on another planet
10,
where the X is
100? Will we wander these woods forever? Maybe Eve won't, but I think I will. That's my fate, after all, to haunt this place. I always thought that I exist to speak for the park. I am the Lorax. But perhaps I'm only here to be its ghost, wailing and moaning until enough people have returned to the dirt that their descendants forget this place. If that's my purpose, then I am destined to cycle through it over and over, like a cog. Except I won't stop spinning until the whole machine breaks down.
Think this is the place?
Eve stops. We've reached our destination, whether I like it or not.
Why ask questions you already know the answer to?
Because I know you'll give me one, regardless of whether I want it.
Oh shit.
Eve shines the flashlight.
She knows me too well.
Yeah. Yep. Eve shines the flashlight on the cave, and it isn't much of a cave at all. Nothing as romantic as being carved into the side of a mountain or hill, as if you're entering the jaws of fate. Instead, it's merely boulders, stacked up on top of boulders, How they got here is a mystery unknown to time or myself, but they've been there long enough to have grown moss to have merged with the ancestral ground. Openings big enough for a person to slide into reveal themselves between the rock's jagged shapes. Thin trees guard the various entrances, their wilted and solemn forms extending far into the night sky.
You ready? No. Let's get on with it.
I march onwards, past Eve. She draws a deep breath. Whether it's supposed to be steadying, or just her usual exasperation getting the worst of her, I can't tell. Twigs snap beneath her boots as she follows me. The entrance is half blocked off by a rock the size of a bear. You would expect to sleep in this cave, big enough to slip through with some persistence, but not uncomfortable. I signal you in its direction. She points the flashlight down into the cave. It illuminates the small space with warm light, only getting more narrow the further along it goes. Peering in, it looks like a dim, cozy chapel.
Unless you're in the mood to get stuck, there's no way that'll fit both of us.
I glance into the cave, but you can just follow one after the other. I glance into the cave. The light wobbles and secret corners get darker as the flashlight shakes in each hand. A deep frown strains her cheeks, and I secretly hope it's pity. It would be nice to be pitied.
Well, here goes everything.
I take the first step through the mouth of the cave, listening to the sweet lullaby of the crickets. The warmth of Eve's breath brushes against the nape of my neck.
I step on a rat.
Please don't leave.
I like the idea that she's literally so close to her that she's literally breathing down her neck. Not that I could with how stunned I am, but she doesn't even give me the time to answer before she wiggles and drops down into the cave. Idiot, you can go anywhere within the park in a blink of an eye. It wouldn't matter if I did. But even then, I've already spent 5 years at this job. 5 years with you. I can't just give up and leave. Not yet. Yosemite dusts herself off as she inspects the inside of the cave. She places her hand against the rock and traces it over the walls, as if absorbing some unsaid knowledge it possesses. A freezing spike drills through my heart. My vision goes dead black, flickering like a bad signal. I clutch my chest, squeezing it until the pain fades. When it's gone, my vision returns.
What the shit?
Yosemite gasps. She yanks away her hand.
It's just like earlier. Yosemite! What did you see?
I could really go for the comfort of a smartass answer right now, but I don't get the luxury. Instead, she turns to me, her stern eyes swimming with fear, breath heavy.
I'm going deeper.
Please don't.
You're what?
You'll kill me.
She walks further in.
Yosemite?
Slipping past a wall, she disappears into the darkness beyond the warm comfort of the flashlight.
Yosemite!
No answer.
You're such a pain.
Just how out of my depth am I? I don't understand any of this. Every part of me wants to go in after her, and yet, I don't know. It feels like there's something inside me, something that's not me. It's not talking, it's not speaking, it's not echoing through my head, but it wants me staying put. It doesn't want me messing with things that are intended for me, to leave the secrets to the seekers.
It'd be weird if Eve wasn't
like Yosemite, I guess. Maybe what's communicating all this to me is Yosemite. It feels like her scolding, the talking down to. God help me if she can spread the will of her ego without saying a word.
Fine! I'll wait! You hear that? I'll wait!
My voice bounces through the cave. Again, no answer, but this time I feel like one wasn't intended. I wonder if I'm in some asylum somewhere, hallucinating all this. Yosemite, Yellowstone, Zion, maybe cracking that guy in the skull was finally what finally broke my mind. Or better yet, this is just a dream, all of it. Heh. It'd be a pretty wonderful dream then. Crouched on this rock, like some kind of woodland goblin, I glance up at the guardian trees encircling the cave. I click the flashlight off. Just me, the night, and the wind. Eventually my eyes adjust and I can see the top of the trees. A bird is perched on a branch, sleeping, a silhouetted cloud drifting through the sky. My heart is beating, my chest is breathing, my head is spinning, and I'm aware of all of it. It makes me uneasy. Sometimes it feels nice to be uneasy.
Uh-oh.
A scream bellows out of the caverns of the cave, first dull and tinny, then sharp in resonance as the sound escapes the entrance and stabs my ears. Only a few precious syllables spill out of my mouth before I'm silenced. The sharp pain is back. It gunshots into my chest. Yosemite's scream hasn't stopped. It keeps going, breathlessly into eternity. Black, static vision. I'm outside the cabin. I can see Yellowstone and Zion sitting at the table through the window. My vision is stolen from me again. The pain shoots back with a vengeance. Static. Endless static. Sight. Now I'm in the middle of a clearing. I recognize this place. It's where the fire happened. Those campers. Cigarettes, Yosemite.
What is this?
Darkness, static, and pain, screaming right into my eardrum. I stand in the middle of the replica village, right outside the sweat lodge. The museum looms over it. Its peering windows and wide doors form together to look like a violent face. The location cycles. Yosemite screams. All of this happens again and again, and again and again and again and again. All I want is it for it to end. It doesn't. I clap my hands over my ears, shut my eyes tight. Everything's out of my control. This is all I can do. And I'll do it forever if I have to. Forever. Oh God. Please end. This pain can't be forever. Please don't trap me like this forever. My feet stumble. I catch myself with my left foot. My right knee crashes onto a rock.
Again?
I'm kneeling. I wait for another cycle to happen, but it doesn't. Is it over? I lower my hands from my ears. When I open my eyes, I realize I'm back to the entrance of the cave, sitting on the rock, like I've been there the entire time. The screaming has stopped. Now all I feel is the tangible pain in my knee, not the one in my heart.
What the hell?
My chest heaves in and out. I could sit here forever and catch my breath. Probably cry too, but my throat is too dry. Oh shoot, what about...
Yosemite?
I'm ready to dive into the cave when a hand clutches the sleeve of my pants.
Eve?
Her voice is raw, shaking between deep sobs. She's laying down next to me, her free arms slung over her face. Her sleeve is soaked with tears.
What happened?
I lean in and grab her shoulder.
Remember.
All it takes is one attempt to drag her up to know that she's not moving anytime soon. Her mouth moves, but the words don't even come out as a whisper. They may not even be words.
What? I forgot. You forgot? That's not gonna cut it. I need some answers.
No! I forgot. Just like Zion. Who I was. What I knew. Everything.
Just like Zion?
That would mean you used to be different.
Someone else. Now I'm not.
She chokes between heavy sobs.
And it's just going to keep happening.
I try to stutter out a response, but nothing comes.
It's just going to keep happening.
The wind picks up, tossing my hair and any leaves that have fallen off the trees. It's a silent night, a holy night, so in its place, Yosemite wails.
End of chapter, question mark?
Yeah, probably.
No, switch!
No. To the cabin.
Reverse! 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 Reverse!
There's no way you have
Jeez
more.
Louise.
Revive?
Why does this always end up happening?
I mean, you do keep playing with abnormal rules.
No offense, Yellowstone, but you were the one who combined 4 decks together.
Oh.
For quadruple the fun!
This is still fun to you? All it's doing now is making me stressed.
How do you think I feel? All that turtle jibber jabber you were going on about.
Oh, now you're talking about the turtle!
I'm out for lunch.
I'm
Just
out for lunch.
fucking hell. Do a Turtles All the Way Down reference, and then you don't fucking mention the turtle, and then you offhand mention that you were talking about turtles? Assholes!
By the way, you only have 1 card left, and since I pointed it out, you gotta draw 2 more. Sorry, cutie. Them's the rules.
Oh, now you follow the rules.
Jeez. You really know how to push my buttons when we play games. You know that?
The turtles, Zion! The turtles!
What about the turtles?
About them? She flies away, please.
I'm going to try and explain this one more time. Are you ready?
I swear if they just go into a we're all in the back of a world turtle, I'm just going to leave
Let's
this room.
rattle.
So it's like how I explained it with the cards in the discard pile. Cards all the way down.
Okie dokie.
And turtles.
Now, with that in mind, Let's
Fuck off!
The entire
Fuck off!
on the back of the
Stop bringing every damn fantasy series into this. Yeah, we'll just mention turtles all the way down. We'll just mention the. I can't remember what the fuck that series is.
Far out. Does he have a name?
Yes, but I don't remember it.
No. The turtle is just an example.
Bullshit. It could not be any animal.
Ooh, could it be a buffalo then? They're so fluffy and huggable. I just want to squeeze them.
Good luck with that.
She is not amused.
Okay. It's a buffalo.
Yes.
The buffalo can't stand on its own in space. So naturally, there would have to be something beneath it. In this case, another buffalo.
But wouldn't that mean that other buffalo would have to start standing on something too?
Can you guess what it is?
Another buffalo? Red 3.
That's right! And it just keeps going and going.
There can't be that many buffalo. They almost went extinct.
It's just a special way to think about things, Yellowstone. You asked what made humans if humans made us. And I guess that's my answer. It could be something else, on top of something else. Or it could be a dream. Or maybe it's nothing at all.
So you're saying it's the Matrix?
I don't really know.
Then what does that mean for us? It doesn't make any sense. And it scares me, you know? Ooh, I have an Uno! Blue 3! Blue 7! I win!
Wait, now you play to the end.
Oh.
I win. It just doesn't make a lick of sense to me. What's the point of living if you don't know nothing while you're doing it? It just seems hopeless.
This has gotten way more serious than I expected it to.
Does there need to be a point?
Huh? Of course there does. Every camper that cruises through here has one. They got hobbies or nice families. Even Evo has her job. You think it'd be easier for us being parks and all. All we gotta do is help folks get back to nature and look pretty while doing it. We should be jam-packed with purpose. I just sure don't feel like it. Ain't there a reason we're here?
There might be. But why should it be up to us to figure it out?
Because you're
you.
Like it
you should know.
So you're saying that someone else should decide for you what your purpose is, and you just shouldn't have any part in it?
So you're lazy.
Well, Yosemite's always trying to do it.
Yosemite is Yosemite. Let her do what she needs to do to make herself happy. Does dwelling on this make you happy?
No. Feels pretty crummy, actually. That don't mean I can't think about it, though.
I know. It's not that easy. But what about the things that do make you happy? Can you think about those?
Like buffaloes
oh, sure.
and hugs?
I could do that till the cows go moo.
Moo.
Can you tell me some of them?
Being here with my precious Earth Angel is one of them. I can tell you that.
Being with you makes me happy too.
Aww.
And I think just being here now is a lot more important than worrying about all that other stuff. Because here isn't forever. Not even for us.
Zion! I don't know if I can change what scares me lickety-split or anything sudden like that. It's all so whack.
Oh, she's getting off a little bit.
It is whack.
But if vibing here with me is good enough for you...
Also, you're
by
flooding the
golly,
place, and
I'm
I
gonna
don't
try
think
and make it
Eve
good
is going to
enough for me.
appreciate
No,
you
as she
going
said, it
up.
all goes up and then goes right back down in her head.
Whatever.
It might take a long time.
Well, as long as the thing on top of my head don't explode, I think I'll be okay. It's a good excuse to dilly-dally, at least.
And if you want, we can have more talks like this. We can play more Uno, too.
That'd be swell! Could we play another round now?
No.
Sure. Let's take out some of the reverse cards, though.
Oh, such a stick in the mud. okay.
You know how long it's gonna take to like take out like half the decks?
Phew.
So this is the part where they glitch into the cabin, right? Oh, no, this is the part where she's screaming in pain.
Yeah.
She didn't even say guys there.
Say, did you hear something?
No. I felt something, though.
Probably just the sting of defeat.
That's very rude. You'll eat those words.
Slowly.
To prevent indigestion.
You're on.
What does that mean?
Zion for 2 bros came in.
By all means.
So, what's the deal with eternity?
So, we're back to being Eve as Yosemite is in tearful cries.
Dear Teddy.
Oh. So we're back. Dear Teddy, not much has changed on my front since I hastily jotted down last night's events. I just want to fucking know where she got this teddy bear teddy journal. It's like, where did she get a journal that's Theodore Roosevelt being a teddy bear? I just wanted to get it all on paper in case I needed to remember anything. It was a moot point, though. I still remember everything, vividly. Yosemite cried for a long time, and I didn't think she'd ever stop crying. All I could do was sit there and watch like some kind of idiot. Maybe I'm even more callous than I thought I was. Or maybe I don't know how to handle other people's having emotions. She's confronted me before, with a hug even. Why wasn't I able to do the same for her, I wonder? When she finally calmed down a little, she explained to me some of the things she saw.
Teddy journaling.
It's exactly like she said. She's just like Zion, right down to living an entire existence she had completely forgotten about. The deeper she went into the cave, the more the past would enter her. Is that why I got stuck in that cycle? It felt like wherever they teleport me somewhere. It felt like wherever they teleport me somewhere. Whenever they teleport me somewhere, except worse. I must be getting close, too close. Could be why their visions are sticking to me. Maybe Yosemite got too close to the truth. Regardless, we're both out of our league. She knew people, tribes of them. She could speak their language. They knew her. One of them was a girl. Yosemite smiled when she said she reminded me of her. I haven't seen her smile since. This girl had a name for her. Ahwani. She told me about how they would often go to the same cave we went to last night, to hide and visit and argue with each other. Guess she was an argumentative brat before she ever even met Zion. Before a lot of things. What am I doing here, Teddy? I'm so out of my depth, I may as well be drowning in the ocean. It's not like the girls know that much more than I do. They exist, but they're just along for the ride. I'm scared because I don't know what's going to happen yet, or next. If somebody hasn't left the couch since we got home last night. As I'm writing this, she's still there, a blanket over her head, research untouched. This is the first morning where the table seat opposite me has been empty, where I've been unopposed. About as good of a human as I am a ranger. P.S. I dusted off my phone to look at what Ahwani means. It's Miwok for Big Mouth. If that was her name, I can't think of anything more fitting. I flipped Teddy shut and tapped my fingers on the cover. Yosemite is completely submerged under her blanket. If it weren't for her feet, dangling over the armrest, I wouldn't even be able to tell she was there. Wish I could say something. No, that I can't. I just hope she bounces back. I don't want to face those things alone either.
Miss Eve?
Zion's squeak drags me out of the depths of my thoughts. We haven't told her or Yellowstone about what went down last night, so for them it's business as usual. I don't know if it's moral to hide it from them, but I think they're better off not knowing.
What is it?
My voice is a dry gravel on account of the sleep I didn't get last night.
Do you happen to know where Pup is? I can't find him anywhere.
Apparently he was at the
I'll miss
fucking
his breakfast.
museum.
The museum, yeah.
I hate to say it, but he had completely slipped my mind. It's a pressing matter, but yesterday was filled with those.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him since I got off work yesterday. I'll go out and look for him in a bit. He doesn't wander too far.
And he's dead.
Thank you. I'm just worried is all.
When are you not?
When everything is perfect.
So you're never...
Ain't nothing ever perfect. Dollface here knows that better than anybody.
Thanks, Yellowstone. Yellowstone comes bobbing over from the stove, carrying a platter of pancakes.
Is there a criticism of me you'd like to share, Yellowstone?
Darn tootin', you're nothing but stick and bones. Now have a stack of flapjacks. They go all the way down.
Yellowstone winks at Zion. Zion responds with an uncomfortable smile, like an embarrassed kid whose parents just complimented them in front of her friends. What a couple of weirdos.
Thanks, but I'm not hungry.
You've got to be yanking my chain. You've never turned down my flapjacks before.
Feel like crap. Sorry.
Well, somebody's got to eat these flapjacks. Yosemite turned her nose up to them, too.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. She didn't even look at us when we asked.
The moping blanket pile on the couch ruffles around.
Let me give it a shot.
Just go kiss her on the forehead. I'm sure that'll arouse her. No, seriously, don't do that right now. Actually, seriously. Like, I'm joking, but, like, that would not be appropriate. Do not try to be super romantic to somebody for the first time when they're in a shit mood. It will not be a good start for a relationship. I climb to my feet and swipe the platter from Yellowstone. Her and Zion shoot each other concerned glances.
Hey, tree.
I go to the front of the sofa and crouch where I think Yosemite's face might be hidden.
You want food?
She tugs the blanket further over her head and rolls onto her other side.
Don't you know it's rude to be a pain in the ass when someone's trying to keep you from starving?
At first, I'm certain I'm not going to get an answer. Then I get something.
I don't need food. It's fine.
Well, I'll take that over silence, at least.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Jesse.
It's me. Open up.
Uh-oh. The familiar sound of Jesse calling out from my porch breaks through the cabin. Not nearly as cheerful as usual, though. What's she doing here? She always radios me before dropping by. I sigh and set the platter down on the coffee table.
Just let me know when you're ready to sort through all this.
I whisper to Yosemite, then rise to a slightly higher whisper for the rest of them.
You guys should split for a while. Looks like duty is calling.
Aye, aye! Come on, girls. Let's make like a bee and buzz off.
Yellowstone grabs Zion's hand. The two of them rush to the couch and force Yosemite's hand over the blanket long enough to hold it. They disappear from the room before I can blink.
Adams, I know you're in there. You open this goddamn door right now.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. What's her damage? She was as bubbly as usual last night.
Coming!
I sprint over and grab the doorknob. The door busts open. Jessie comes charging through it. She clutches my shoulders and pins me against the kitchen counter. Fingernails dig through my shirt.
What the hell, Jesse?
Shut up. I should be the one asking you that, okay?
Her grip gets looser and her voice shakes. She turns her head over and looks at me. My eyes are wet, cheeks are puffy. My heart drops like an anchor.
What happened?
That coyote puppy of yours? The one I told you not to feed. You remember that, Eve?
Words don't come out at first, and when
It
they
won't
do,
stop
they're mostly
following
broken.
me.
What happened? What happened to Pup?
Oh, God. You named it, too? For Christ's sake, Eve.
She chuckles a fake laugh to herself and takes a breath.
Listen to me. It wandered into camp yesterday. There was a girl. 6 years old, Eve. 6 years old. She got a little too close.
No!
I'm almost blubbering at this point. We both are. Please don't let it get worse.
3 fingers.
No.
Listen to me. 3 fingers. It was too late by the time they got to Fresno. They had to amputate.
Oh.
The cabin door
fuck.
swings in the wind. There aren't any campers in the clearing in the forest across the clearings. As far as I know, the trees have gone forever. Teddy, what have I done?
Oh.
That's a great spot to end right there. Fucking hell. To be continued in This Girl.
In New Park.
I don't know. Old Yellowstone? Oh. I guess one of the creators died. That's sad.
Oh, shit.
Like, actually, seriously, that's sad.
Oh.
Sorry, pup.
Maybe that's why.
Achievement unlocked.
Maybe that's why it's taken a while for them to release the next chapter.
I don't know. Okay, guys, well, seeing as how the new episode has not come out yet, we are unfortunately going to have to end the series here.
Yeah.
But we will come back with it just as soon as it's done. So, until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is, don't approach coyotes.
Yeah.
Period. Also, you guys are awesome. And there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Goodbye.